just leave people business alone. Just stay out of people business, stay out of people relationship, stay out of people single life, stay out of people marriage, stay out of people uterus, stay out of people weight. Just stay out of people business, period. Mind your business and leave people's business alone. And just stop asking these questions. Just stop. Hi Divine Beauties, and welcome back to the skin I'm in. If you are new, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell. Join the gang. Also follow me on Instagram at Rolling with the Dice, and follow my business page at Divine Beauty Oasis. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that's very personal for me. I'm going to be talking about questions that I wish people never asked me. People have a way of making us feel very uncomfortable. And that's by asking some weird, out of the way, offensive, and personal questions. So I'm going to be covering these questions. These ones are the top of my list. These ones are they really grind my gears. Like, these ones get to me. If it's one thing I'm sure about, people will open their mouth and say some ridiculous foolishness. Because people don't have tact. They don't know what to ask, when not to ask, or even how to ask. Right? So let me know in the comment section how your experience went with these questions, or with questions on a whole that made you uncomfortable. Oh, by the way, if you see me looking down, I have notes on my laptop so I don't go astray, because I'm pretty passionate about this video that I'm doing. I'm pretty passionate about it, and I might stray and I might rant a little bit. So my notes are here to kind of keep me grounded and keep me like on track. And you understand? All right. So the first question that I want to talk about is, when are you going to start dating? I remember before I started like seeing anybody publicly, trying to do my little thing, on the down low, you understand that? Do my little thing on the down low. Okay, so before I started dating publicly, and this wasn't like 18, 19, it was like, maybe like 20 or so. Nobody don't see me with no boyfriend. So the question would be, when are you gonna start dating? You're gonna start have one little boyfriend, take somebody serious. So I'm like, first of all, why are you gonna ask me that? How does my dating benefit you? And sometimes these aren't like my family. My mother not going to ask me when I'm gonna start dating. I'm sure my mother would be happy if I wasn't dating at all, and my father would be thrilled, right? Because my father know my story. He would be thrilled if I was not dating. So it's not my parents, and this is what upsets me. It's not people that I'm close to that are asking these questions. It's people who I don't know why you think it is okay because we're not friends. You are my parents' friends. You are friends of my family. You're not my friend. So why do you think me on your size? Why do you think it's okay to ask me when I'm going to start dating? You want to date me? Is that what it is? Okay. So we move past that. But I just wish nobody ever asked me that. Just and stop asking girls these questions, or even guys too, because a lot of times we pressure people into getting into relationships, and relationships that they're not ready for, because we think that that's the track that their life is supposed to go on. You can't live people's life for them. So just don't force people to go and start dating because you think that it's the time for them to start dating, because you want your whatever it is that you want out of them having a relationship, whether it be grandkids or and I'm coming to that. Okay, so let me just pause right there because I have a later point to add to that. Okay? My next question that really is just upsetting to hear people ask, and I got it, as I said, like these are questions that people asked me before. The next question is, so you see me start date somebody now, and we've been talking, we've been going steady for a while. You think it's okay to ask me when we're getting married? What if I didn't want to get married? Why do you think that that's the end goal for me? Why do you think it's okay to ask me that? Do you think if I knew when I was getting married, wouldn't you have gotten an invitation? Wouldn't you have gotten a save the date? What if the man never want to propose? Again, pressuring people into stuff that they don't want to get into because you have your end result that you want to accomplish. How dare you have somebody live their life for you? You never live your life. Why do you need somebody else now to follow your footsteps or follow your path or your plan for their life? You know what I mean? And again, these aren't people who I'm close to. My parents might have asked me once or twice, but the majority of people that ask me are outside of my family. It's offensive. Just stop asking people that. When they want to get married, you will get a letter, an invitation, or a save the date, or you will see an engagement video or something. It's 2020. There's going to be a video somewhere. You will know. So you don't need to ask. Okay? Okay. Guys, let me know in the comment section which one of these questions you've been asked, and if I haven't mentioned any of the questions that you've been asked that really offend you, let me know in the comment section below. No, I dated the guy, got married to the guy, things are go good, you know, couple goals, yeah. All of a sudden, when are you guys gonna have kids? Sir, madam, what? Why do people think it's okay to ask a woman when she's going to start having children? Do you know my story? Do you know if I have had any miscarriages in the past? Do you know if I even have a uterus? Do you know if I have endometriosis? Do you know if I have multiple ovarian cysts? Do you know if I have fibroids? Do you know if I have cervical cancer? Do you know what's going on in my body? Infertility is a big thing. And women have been suffering silently for years because of the shame that's attached to it. And you don't know a woman's struggle, and you think it is okay. You gather up the unmitigated audacity for go and ask a woman when she's going to have a child. Take your nose out of people's uterus. Stop. Just stop. Stop asking these questions. These questions are very personal. These questions, they hurt. And that question might just be the straw that breaks the camel's back, because you don't know what that woman has been going through with pressure from her in-laws. Remember, I was saying that in the first point, I have something to add on. No, you pressure your son to start dating. You pressure your son and your daughter to get married because you want to have grandbabies. How selfish is that? That is very selfish. Why can't you allow a couple's love to flourish before they bring another child or another human being into the equation, where that's going to take time away from each other and energy away from each other to now put into this new person. Having a child is hard. Getting pregnant is hard. Staying pregnant is hard. Let me tell you, giving birth is the hardest. Birth is the closest a woman comes to actual death. We are literally risking our lives to bring a child into this world. And you think it's okay to ask me, when am I going to do it? When are you going to risk a life to bring a baby here so I can play with? You're sick in your head. I don't understand. Just stop. Stop asking these questions. And as if that wasn't bad enough, this is a question that I'm currently getting. I have 2 children. I have a boy and I have a girl, right? People are going to ask me when I'm going to have my 3rd child. Excuse me, what? Did you know that I almost died having my 2nd child? Did you know that I could not move? For months, I was on bed rest and could not move because my uterus is tilted, and they thought that I was not going to be able to bring my daughter to term, and it was either her life or mine. No, you didn't know that. So how are you going to ask me when I'm going to have my 3rd child? Excuse me? Something not right here, man. Something not right. Why do you think that's okay? It is not. So stop asking. And I can guarantee you, the next person that comes to me and asks me when I'm going to have my 3rd child, you are going to get it. So I hope you're watching this video as a warning. Do not ask me again. And don't go asking people. Just don't ask people when you're going to have children. Don't ask them when you're going to have another. Do you know how expensive children are? Children are hella expensive. Listen to me. 1 tin of formula of almost $50. And that finishes in like not even 2 weeks. Not to mention diapers. Oh, and those are the small stuff. Because then daycare starts when you have to go back to work. And daycare in Ontario is ridiculous. Let me tell you, it's almost, what, at least $1,500 a month. And that's if you're not on subsidy. Not everybody is qualified for subsidy. Let me tell you. So that's daycare. And then clothes. And kids grow so darn fast. You have to literally be buying clothes for them like every season. Are you going to help me to take care of this 3rd child that you keep asking me when I'm going to have? Are you prepared to be responsible financially for my child? No. So don't ask me. Point blank and period. Leave my uterus alone. Stay out of it. Hell, do you even know if I still have one? That is the question. So stop asking, please. Stop. It's offensive. It's disrespectful. And it's none of your business. Okay? Okay. Now, this next question. This next question is kind of, I don't know. It's just weird. How many people have you slept with? Usually it's, somebody trying to get to know somebody that asks this question. But my take on it is, my past is my past. Why you want to know? Like, why is that important? Why is it important to know how many people I slept with? Mind you, if you want to know if I have an STD, that That is a good question to ask. Let's get tested together. Let's make sure we don't have an STD. Don't ask me who I slept with. Ask me what I have and what I don't. And let's go do that together, because safety first. But my number, my body count, or my partner's body count isn't necessarily, like, I don't need to know that. That's not my monkey, not my circus. That done happen already. Can they unscrew the person? Can they unsleep with them? No, they cannot. So you've been dating somebody for a while, and you really like this person, and like this person is it for you, and then you find out that their body count is not what you desire. You're going to give up that relationship, that potential relationship, because of what happened in their past? Oh, baby. Okay. And the last question. This one is yeah, let me get comfortable for that one. Yeah. Last question. What's my weight? No. People, especially Caribbean people, we have this thing about fat shaming and skinny shaming too. FYI, my very good friend did a video on skinny shaming. I'm going to tag it. Go and check it out. It is very good. And that kind of inspired me to do this video. And this was because this is one of the questions that I get a lot. I'm still getting it. What do you weigh? Even after I've lost so much weight. Mind you, now I'm at the stage where I'm not uncomfortable talking about my weight anymore. I used to be so self-conscious about it, where to the point where when I see somebody, or whenever I'm, like, I get into a room or enter a room or enter a conversation, the first thing I mention is my weight, because I don't want you to bring it up. That's how bad it used to be for me. But hell, I made 2 human beings. I'm a mom. Shit happens. People gain weight, people lose weight. People get fat, people get slim. It's not the end of the world. But I wish people would stop asking that. Because again, you don't know the personal struggles that somebody is dealing with. And your question might just very well be the question that sends them to go commit suicide. Because they're tired. People are tired. You understand? Just leave people business alone. Just stay out of people's business. Stay out of people's relationship. Stay out of people's single life. Stay out of people's marriage. Stay out of people's uterus. Stay out of people's weight. Just stay out of people's business. Period. Mind your business and leave people's business alone. And just stop asking these questions. Just stop. Out here offending people. And you don't even know. It's like... It's so normal to you, you don't even think anything is wrong. Stop it, man. Get on yourself together, man. Come on. Sure. Yes, guys, that's it. Had to get some stuff off my chest. And that's how I'm doing it, I started this channel as just strictly skincare. But there's so much more to me than skincare. And so this is one of the things that it's been bothering me. And I feel like other people have issues with the same thing too. And they just don't talk about it because they're embarrassed, or they feel like, it doesn't make sense, or there's no point, or they're the only person going through it. But like, you really aren't. You're not the only person going through this. There are multiple people out there, like multiple women out there, that are struggling with just having to deal with people and their callousness on a whole, just having to deal with people who just don't care, who just have no filter, no tact, and just say whatever they feel they want to say, and they think it's okay, and they don't care. You're not alone. A lot of us have to deal with this on a regular basis, and I guess I just made this video to let you guys know that, hey, somebody else out here is dealing with it, and if you feel uncomfortable, that's okay. And you should let people know that you're uncomfortable. If you don't want to, that's okay too, because not everybody's going to be vocal about it. But it's okay to feel insecure about certain things. It's okay to feel insecure about your weight. It's okay to feel insecure about your infertility. It's okay. I understand how scary it is to want to have children and not. And it's okay to feel bad about it. It's okay. And don't let anybody make you feel like you are worthless. Don't let anybody make you feel like you are less than, because you are not. You are just as much of a woman as any mother who biologically carried a child. Hell, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that some of you are more women than some of these women out here that have brought children into this world. And that's that on that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.